Hello traders, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I am super excited to talk to you guys about market structure. This is a concept that I think a lot of traders have heard bits and pieces about, but I wanted to kind of make a full video about this topic. So today we're going to be talking about market structure and how I like to trade this concept and ride some of the bigger moves that happen in the currency market, stock market, whatever you're trading. Market structure is something that is pretty universal, and it doesn't really matter what market is. We're looking primarily here at price action. So this concept is going to be mostly a price action based trading strategy. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into it right now. Nailed the thing. Okay. Hey traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nick, and on my channel, I like to talk about trading in a realistic way. It's not a great way to get rich quick if that's what you're trying to do, in my opinion. The best way to use trading is to build consistent results over time and to build accounts slow and steady. I talk about that all the time on my channel, and so I like to talk about concepts that we could potentially be doing this. So today we're going to be talking about market structure and ways to trade price action, or at least some ways that I personally like to trade it. So when we're talking about price action, we need to understand a few important simple concepts about the market. The market is really only doing one of three things. It's either trending down, it's either trending up, or it's trending sideways or just kind of range bound. Now, in this particular video, we are going to be talking primarily about these two types of markets and how to trade structure in a market that is trending either up or down. Now, for this particular video, we are not going to be talking about any sort of range-bound back and forth markets, although I still like those concepts and can trade those. I think that those have some opportunities as well. We are going to be focusing more today on market structure in markets that are trending either up or down. So without further ado, let's get into this concept. So if we have a market that is trending up, right? If we have a market that is trending to the upside, we already know there's some very simple concepts about a trend, such as higher lows, and then we have higher highs, right? Very simple concept. Well, once you identify this starting to happen in the market, this is where things get interesting, and this is where one of the concepts that we're going to talk about today can kind of be traded, at least one of my favorite ways to trade a market that is trending. So typically speaking, if a market is trending and it has a lot of conviction and really wants to move either up or down, we need to, number one, identify the trend. So if the market is trending up, then great. Okay, now we're going to be looking for longs. We're going to be looking to ride that market with the trend. I know a lot of traders get caught up trying to fight the trend all the time. They are constantly on the wrong side of the big market moves. And this can be very frustrating, and it's easier said than done to be on the right side of the market, because what is a trend on one time frame can be a different trend on another time frame. So that can be tricky. But we'll talk maybe a little bit more about that. But generally speaking, we're going to be sticking to, in this example, the 4-hour chart. And so if I'm identifying a trend, how do I identify a trend? Well, the big ways I'm going to do it is, again, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. If I see some series of higher highs and higher lows, let's go ahead and say 2 higher lows. That would probably be a good indication for me that this market wants to keep trending. Is it a guarantee? Absolutely not. Is it a 100% foolproof plan that's going to make you money every single time, like they say in those YouTube videos and Instagram promos? Heck no, it's not. That is a nice thing to think about and hold on to, but in the reality of professional traders and traders who do this for a living, there is no such thing as an always winning strategy or something that is just easy, right? It doesn't exist. That's why traders don't succeed most of the time, is because it's hard. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look for a market that's trending. I'm looking for a market that's moving with a conviction, is the way I like to put it, with a couple higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so once we have that, what we're going to be looking for with this concept is to buy into a pullback on some of these levels. Again, easier said than done, because Nick, how do we know when the pullback is done? And that brings me to the next super fun part of this video, which is looking for pullbacks in a market that is trading, or trending even, one direction. Okay, so I like to look for pullbacks. There are people who like to trade breakouts. I do some breakout trading strategies, but one of my favorites is to just trade pullbacks. So with that said, once we identify this market is trending up, for example, you can see there's an example right here on the screen. Now, fair warning, not in these examples, things are going to usually work out much better than in real life, because in real life, trades don't always work out. They work out a lot of the times if you really know what you're doing, but there's never anything that's 100% foolproof. So just a fair warning. I know sometimes people comment, Nick, you're only showing good examples. And that is true. I'm showing good examples so that we can get the idea and understand that when you actually go out and try and do this concept, it's not going to work all the time. And I heavily encourage, if you're still watching this video, make sure that whatever you do, my videos or other people's videos, go back test these concepts, go study them yourself, build your concepts, tweak it, find things that work exactly for you. There's nothing more from this video that I would hope that you get than to take the concepts on my channel or anybody else's and to go apply them and to go do your own research. And with that said, let's keep going. So once we have a trend, once we have a direction that we think the market is going, right? For example, let's look here. Here's a chart example, a higher low, there's a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high. Okay, that was by our definition an example of a good setup. Okay, so what do we do from there? When do we know to get in? This is the golden question, and my team and I, my staff and I, we always joke about the fact that a lot of newer traders, their number one question is, when do I enter? Because that is the big golden question that's on everybody's mind, definitely on mine as well when I was a newer trader. Fair warning, when you get into trading for a longer term, a lot of times the entry becomes a little bit less important as something like the exit. That's another lesson for another day, but we'll talk a little bit about entries and exits, so let's get into that. So once we've identified some higher lows, higher highs on this chart, here's what I'm gonna be looking for on this concept. Once I have basically my level of a higher low, higher high twice, right? Here, 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 here. Okay, now at this moment, let's say we're looking at the chart at this very moment, okay? If price breaks out again, right, as it did, and we formed that higher high, now I'm gonna be looking for pullbacks. Now I'm in pullback hunting territory. And where can I look for pullbacks other than using structure, right? So this whole video is about trading structure. And so there's a very simple structure point that held beautifully in this example. Is it gonna always work? Again, no, it's not. But in this example, this is the concept that we're looking for. Notice how price basically pulls back right to our level here before riding up and continuing that trend that we so diligently found here in our example, right? Well, that's the concept. It's as simple as that. Now, does it work all the time? Again, no, I don't want to come across as some sort of easy concept. And this is the sort of stuff that a lot of people will try and put into courses and tell you is magic. It's not. It's just trading structure. It's using price action. It's riding with the momentum and looking for structure points. So once we've identified a market is trending, really, we can kind of go through this process and we can mark out levels that look like they could hold. Okay, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my thing. Again, remember, when we're going in the direction of the trend, we're going up, we're looking for buy points. We're looking to get long. We're looking for structure. We're looking for support levels that are bullish. We're looking to buy with this market. We're not looking to sell it. Again, just trying to ride the momentum, okay? So we've got the entry, right? Let's say that price starts to pull back and we say, okay, I want to be a buyer, right? I want to buy into this market here. So then what? Where do we put stops? Where do we put targets? That's the next golden question to the new traders out there. Once you have your entry, where do we put the stops? Where do we put the targets? So with that said, there's a couple different things that we can do. And this is where, again, it's going to come into your own preference. You're going to have to test these things. Go do your research. Let's say that you did buy right around here and you decide, okay, well, I use structure to get into the market. Maybe I should use structure to target or get out of the market. With that said, maybe we could use the previous swing low as a stop, okay? Something like this, right? So if we see the market basically dip underneath the previous low, then maybe we just stop out of the market there. And where could we target? Well, in this case, it actually might not have been as good as we thought, or at least not in the context that we had hoped for. But the concept here did work out a little bit later, but let's say that we did decide to put a stop here, and let's say we went for a 2-to-1. Now this is the concept. Again, here's an example of one that didn't always work out perfectly, but you can still see the concept remains. Let's say that we put our risk here, right? And we put a 2 to 1, 2 times the reward for 1 times the risk. Well, as price comes down to that level, we get into our entry and we're looking for the trend to extend. We're looking for that trend to keep going. And if it does, we stand to gain pretty good amount, and we stand to lose a smaller amount if the price decides to reverse more suddenly, okay? So that's the concept basically in a nutshell. So as price starts to rally higher, we want to be long on this. Now, in this case, again, if you had held it for a very long time, the trend ended up working in our favor and things did in fact close out for profit. It just took a lot longer than I had hoped for in a picture perfect example, but maybe that's a good lesson. Maybe we can take positives from that and just understand that this is how trading goes. Sometimes you don't know exactly how the trade is going to go. You let it run, you let it work, you let your strategy do its thing. And long term, if you've done your research, you should overall come out profitable. Again, I recommend that whatever you look up online, go do your own research, go take the time to do this for yourself, test this out, take trades theoretically, play on a sim or a demo account. That is definitely a powerful resource that we have as traders. It's a very, it's free to trade with, and something that I personally really think is valuable. You're not going to get all the emotions and psychological components of trading, but the technicals and the risk management and learning all of that sort of stuff can be very, very powerful on a demo account. Okay, so that's the concept. It's very, very simple. We see it again and again in markets, and we can do it we can flip the script and do it in a downtrend, right? If you have a market that is basically trending down, and let's say you get something like this, here's the break, retest, very simple concept, looking for the continuation to the downside, right? That's the concept, and you can do it in an uptrend market or a downtrend market. Now, one more thing to continue on with this is, remember, we don't want to really be trading any sideways market action with this. That's not, we're looking for the continuation, which is going to give us that higher reward relative to a smaller risk. That's the big concept here, is trying to ride the momentum and letting those winners get big and keeping those losers as small as possible. Guys, let me know down below in the comments, what did you think about this? Was this helpful? Do you want to see more of this content? Let me know, comment down below, and I'll try and get back to as many of you as possible. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you back in the next video.